Hey guys, welcome back to some Guild of Guardians. Today's video, we're going to be looking at the endless mode and the continuous grind that we do have within Brimstone. Now, of course, when it comes to the endless mode, this is probably the most important part of this game in its entirety. When you look at the shop, being able to get the exclusive items, being able to get a lot of scrolls out of there, also the ability to build them. This is where it comes from in its big picture entirety. So looking in your leaderboard, we're at 38 right now. So 38, so we're doing pretty well in gold. Shows that we are getting a promotion. Now, a lot of players were questioning this. You'll see up in this very top where I'm circling right now, it says rank progression promotion. This will say promotion, or it will say maintaining where you're staying the exact same, or it will say demotion depending on where exactly you're in this leaderboard. And again, a lot of questions that I've been getting from that. And looking at the rewards, we know there are a couple different levels in here. Right now we are in gold, so getting a promotion, we are going to drop into Masters. That is the cream of the crop. That is the top players are in the Masters League. We started off in bronze, we leapfrogged to gold. Now we're looking to go into Masters. And of course, scoring 38, I feel like we can score a little bit better. Now, the team that I'm using in here, a lot of players were kind of questioning that. That's the reason why I wanted to come in here. You can see we have a lot of founder heroes. Now, one thing to remember with this game, which is probably the most important, is depending on where the enlightenment and the radiance of your heroes are, is going to make a game-changing difference. And then, of course, you couple in having the ability to get a lot more gear out of different game modes. It is going to make a big difference. Level makes a difference. But if I have even here like a 13-6 on Leah, if I take her to a 15-10, she is going to, the growth factor in there exponentially goes up, meaning that it is going to be a lot easier. Now, a lot of players, and what I've been running is running Karuk in here with Cyrus. Works incredibly well. It is a strong combination in this game mode. There will be a point where Cyrus doesn't have the immunity. Cyrus gets completely run over. At that point, I am actually running in here and running Grizel at that point. Now, of course, within the last few heroes, we do hop in and we do the Hydrus. I pop in a couple other heroes. That way we can make sure this facet bonus that we are getting it in the entirety. We tried it before and a lot of players said it didn't make a difference if you put them in there. But when we did put them in there, we did get a higher score. We got a higher multiplication factor, which is interesting. So again, I want to run through here and you notice all of the changes, guys. This now shows all of the curses that we have in here. It shows all of the buffs. It's awesome how they've revamped this game mode and exactly what it looks like. Now out of here, there's a couple things that you can do. In here, you can get dungeon coins. You can do the meditation, which of course is going to give you a rare rune. Personally, I go in here for the forage. I go in here for the dungeon coins. And the reason being, if we get a merchant very early, we have the ability with the coins we just picked up to actually go ahead and pick that out. Now, of course, early game, it's going to make it super easy. It goes through here. You can see we're running at about 12.1 million with all of the heroes that we currently have in here. And we want to make sure we're doing this because this coincides and goes right into the regular ability to have to get all the dailies finished. Now, Imperials, we do have Tavros that we're running in here. We do have, of course, 2 Umbros guards, and we do have 2 mages in here, as you can see what it shows right here. The ones that are not shown are the ones that we're running in formation that are not in this specific formation that we're not seeing a lot of utility. So for this, I use mages first. And you want to be careful because some of the buffs in here is the crit. The crit is the one that players get wrecked, which is, I'm not sure if it is in this one. Basic attacks right there. Basic attacks, always critical hit. When they do Berserk, this is the time when you start getting into higher game modes that you can get one-shotted in a lot of your heroes, including Cyrus, with a 70% damage mitigation, will still get one-shotted in here based on where you're building. Now, of course, I'm usually running about 35, I would say about 35 to 37 floors in here. So it's pretty good with the heroes we have. Again, based on the enlightenment, based on the radiance, it could make a really big difference building these heroes out a little bit further. Support heroes, we only have 1 that we're running right now, starting the battle with more attack. Absolutely, again, support heroes. We're only running Tirok at this point, or excuse me, Tavros at this point. That is the only support hero. And of course, if we are running our second one with running Grizel, we could have a little bit more. But overall, it doesn't seem like it makes a huge difference. And like I said, we'll get to a point where you'll see the one-shots come, and make sure when you're running through this game mode that you are ready to pause it. pausing the game mode in here. And of course, we don't have rangers, we don't have assassins. Let's pick up a little bit more movement speed and attack speed, but you'll have to pause this very, very fast when you're going in here and when you're making progression in the game mode. Because again, there are a few enemies in here that are very, very difficult to deal with. And there is an RNG factor where and I don't know if it's a bug. A lot of players were kind of questioning if it was a bug. Now, Keeper Guardians, we have a lot of Keeper Guardians, but a lot of players have been saying that even starting and refreshing, sometimes your heroes will get literally one shot when they're coming in here. And this, of course, is our first debuff, the one that I love to get right here. Every time an ally dies, they gain life. Not too worried about that. We have a crazy amount of floors before any of our allies could or would die. So we know we're pretty good there, up to rank 35. Hopefully we can make some more progression. Now, tank ultimate ability, kind of questionable on that one. Deal 1% more damage for each 1%. That means you can deal up to essentially 99% more damage, which is huge. And you can see we still have the red screen. Went through everything, everything with the player and still cannot figure out where the red screen coming in. And this is the only part that it does. When I do not video record, it does not do that little red blinking screen. So merchant, this of course we want to look at. We have enough field medicine. That is one that we're looking at behind enemy lines. Enemy reduction, of course, less guardians than enemies. Allied heroes gain more attack. That usually doesn't happen where we have less guardians than enemies. Let's say 4 guardians, 3 enemies. I'm going to grab the field medic. I know we skipped it the first time, but that's okay. Now, there are a few that you can only get out of the merchant shop that we don't normally see within here, or that I don't see on a regular basis, that you can actually pick up. And you'll get to a point as well where healing makes a difference. When they start getting shielding, when they start getting healing, they heal exponentially to how strong the enemy is. And of course, every floor we're going through is giving us or giving them more and more enemies. Now, Imperial Guards get plus 25% attack and defense. That will go right hand in hand with Tavros. Now, Tavros, of course, being Imperial, but having that higher attack built in here. And of course, we're 9 rooms in. I'm going to go ahead and pop this, and I do Order of Cinder. We could do the Hydrus, and sometimes I do the Hydrus just because between floor 9 and essentially the next 10 floors, it's not very challenging till we get up to the mid to high 20s, which you got to be careful. And then, of course, the 30s, the exact same. So we'll have some and pick up some more healing out of this one right now. So we have the Redeemer. There we go. Anytime that we can boost the attack of this entire party, we want to look at it and we want to do it. Should we flee? You always want to fight. Now, a lot of question too is when you're going into the rooms, you can score some more points to make a little bit more progression. If you're going in here and if you're picking up some of the extra rooms with the extra mobs, which I'll show you once we get another one of those rooms. But again, based on maximizing the rewards, charm is huge in here. Having the enemy kill themselves always is a good thing in this game mode. And of course, it keeps them together. That's the big thing. If you're running Leah and you never want to do the crit and you want to stay away from the energy, but if you are running Leah, you'll see these 5 heroes will actually stay together in a nice little formation. That's what we want to focus on. That way, when the Starfall ult comes out, it will kill them. And that takes us to room 33. And there we go. Intelligence Guardians. Heck yeah. I mean, we are running 3 Intelligence Guardians. When we get to the point of putting in Rizal, we will be running 4. There's our treasure, picking up some more coins. We have a ton of coins in here. Merchant, Camp, then the Mist of Fate. This is the one, Mist of Fate, where if you get to Search, if you get to a couple other ones, and I want to see which one we get. Fortune, unfortunately, for me is a skip. Some players do pick this one up. I do not. I skip that one in its entirety because I don't want the RNG factor. But if we got one where you search the dead, I forget which one that is, or the ley lines, you can get some pretty decent bonuses out of there. But you also can fight another group of enemies, which makes a difference when you look at the total points that you're getting within this game mode. There we go. We're at 32. And I'm hoping we can break into the top 20. There we go. So we got boss battles, Imperial Guard. Let's go boss battles in this one. Bosses get a lot tougher. Overall, they do get a lot tougher in this game mode. And of course, a couple heroes. Like right here's Allure. Kind of a pain to fight the hero because if she ults and if she pushes everyone through, it can be kind of crazy with where the heroes land. because essentially your team will be on the enemy side. All right, normal attacks, Redeemer. Let's go. See, I like the lifesteal. This one's better. Let's do the normal attacks for the shields. Because, of course, the last debuff we got, we put that 15% for shields. Now, if they are running the shields, other one you have to look out for is right here. Not Anira, right here. The Zedra. The Zedra has the ability to go straight through targets, meaning that your back row, and you'll notice, boom, right there, T-Rock just got hit. When you get to a point, she can burn through multiple heroes at the same time just because of the way that the hero works with the shot and the ability to actually pierce. It can pierce through a lot of your heroes. There we go. So we got a little bit more attack out of there. Run's going good so far. Again, have to be careful. So here is our boss, which means another curse. Energy gain, never reflect. There we go. So reflecting the physical, but 25% magic damage. Again, we are focusing on Leah and what Leah is doing in this formation. Have to be careful. As you've seen right there, Cyrus, early ult. Yeah, that was really bad, really close on that one. Warriors inflict fear. Here we go. Fatal damage once. I will definitely take that one. Got through 50 enemies already and another treasure. And at this point, I do save my commander energy. So camp, let's go Miss of Faith in this one. And I'm hoping by chance, see, it's another one. So should we fight with the Miss of Fate? Yes, we should fight. This is going to yield us some more tokens or some more score. So right here, boom, this increases our score. So depending on the ones that you're looking for with pathing through here, depending on what exactly you pick up for those Miss of Fate, you can get a higher score out of here, which makes a big difference when you're being competitive, when you want to make progression in here. See, Leah covers everyone in here. Cyrus almost killed himself again. Now remember, he does not have the immunity that Karuk has. There's some Imperials. There's an explosion. Let's go for some more Keeper Guardians. We're going to have to be careful in here with Cyrus killing himself, because that's what usually happens. There's the ult. Leah just melts him down, guys. It is awesome to see. Agility, Keeper. Let's go Redeemer in here. It helps push Karuk a little bit further. Faster attack speed, faster ult. Should we fight? Always fight. Again, Cyrus trying to get a heal out of here. Feel like the physical damage might not have been the best thing to do. Intelligence, the fear. I like the fear in here. Let's go with the intelligence first, though. The fear, of course, going to provide some crowd control to get them off of our heroes, which can make a difference. But we'll get to a point where Leah's damage does not eclipse essentially what the enemy has. So crit, no longer obtain coins. I'm going to go ahead and skip this one. This is probably a place where Cyrus is going to go down. See, Cyrus dies right there. So we could, what are we on, 23? We could go in here. Let's do the Order of Solace. Again, works pretty well. We want to try to keep Cyrus alive at least for a couple more. Got to get some of the heals up. And of course, right now we're killing them too quick. Magic damage, reduce the healing effect. Let's go with a little bit more magic damage. Now, of course, going through these levels as well, you have Cyrus doing a lot more damage to the enemies because the enemies are getting stronger. Let's go Miss of Faith again. With the enemies getting stronger, the defense rating of the enemies are getting stronger as well, which means in turn they do less damage. See, Cyrus almost attacked right there. Physical, no. Start a battle. Yeah, we can do some HP reduction. And of course, this debuff makes a big difference with these heroes. Got a little bit of heal right there. We're almost getting that heal off, and then I feel like it's done. So this will give us a little bit more area damage. The movement speed when no enemies are on my side. Let's go for the higher attack speed in this one. And I think we have another 2 weeks of this season of the Endless. Yeah, I was worried about Cyrus alting right there. Keep the finger on the reset. Alts give some more HP for all of us. Let's get some alts in here. I'm hoping to get him healed up a little bit further than where he's at. And of course, that's going to be Tavros that is alting in the back. Try to keep him alive. Got a little bit more. Rank 25, so we're in the 20s at this point. Crit, charm for a longer time. I can definitely do that one. I like having the ability to charm them on the enemy side. Of course, what are we going to get here? The crit and crit. Let's skip this one. I think past here, it's not worth doing the skip at all. And there's our heal. Boom. That's what we needed. That was a big, big heal. 23, and we're back to full health at this point. The physical skill damage. Yeah, let's go more damage. Again, we get to the point where Leah doesn't have enough. Leah doesn't have enough damage, doesn't put out enough damage to take down the targets. Again, miss a fate. We could have went in for the camp. But it is another shadow battle. This again going to drive our score just a little bit higher in here. Zedra in the back just wrecking us. Hit that shoot through for the sure shot. There we go. So we got HP reduction. Let's go for some evasion. I'm thinking for the tanks up front, if we can evade some of the damage. I know we're only running 2, so evasion not super high, but it does help a little bit. There's the big heal. Got Leah's ult. 22. 309 already. We're doing pretty good. So we got crit in there. The Hydrus, let's go for some crit. Again, thinking of the damage factor that we're going to have to get these heroes into. See, we evaded the first one, got hit with the second one, dodged. The Cyrus goes down in that one. Might just have to get some faster ults out of here. See, we can't have Tavros go down. I'm going to have to try the ults. What are we on? 20, 33. So we're doing pretty good. Let's go for the ults in here. If we can get through the charm, a little bit of the faster ults, I feel like we're going to melt them with Leah, which we do. Now's the time we're looking for a camp so we can stack that command power again. There's an HP, reduce the healing. This is where the healing gets to be too much. Red one's not too tough. Again, looking at Leah. See, we should have saved that second ult. But I think next room will be good because we'll get the 500 bonus. Keeper Guardians. Let's go Keepers again. And I feel like we're at the point where we might max that 100% crit. And this was another conversation that we were having in the guild. Here we go. Physical resistance. That's okay. They can lose some energy. I want to get another Leah attacked right there. And this is where Cyrus goes down. Ranked up number 20. We're getting into 20. Tank ults. Tanks are dead. Rangers are gone. Physical reduction for Karuk. We got to treasure another 80 tokens in there. Let's go into the merchant. I think we have enough to buy all of the merchant pieces in here. So what do we got? First aid, 10% of HP leading the way, 20% energy with damage. There we go. We'll even get rid of our buffs. That way we can just pick that one up a little bit later. Fingers crossed we can get into the next room. Again, we don't want the crits. The critical strikes, the crits are where we're going to get melted. And now finally comes in the use of having another hero. Boom, Starfall out the back. Grizel falls back to Leah. See, this is where the damage starts coming in. Yeah, 19. Very, very nice. Fear, attack speed. See, plus 20% crit. Let's go with the attack speed. I am hoping that we can get the attack speed down. And I could have went to camp on the last one. If I had went to camp, we would have the commander energy already filled. But I'm hoping one ult right there. Second ult heals up. There we go. Got guardians, tanks. Again, we don't have tanks. We don't have assassins. Might as well explode on death. No tanks, no assassins. Should we fight? Yes, this should cap it as long as we can keep Grizel alive. See, it's going to be with Dezidra over on the side. It's going to be a little bit of RNG in here. He still went down. I'm going to give it one or two more tries. This is, again, where it definitely gets questionable. Sometimes we can even swap this up because remember, they are targeting her because she is in the front. Sometimes we can swap this just straight up. We know the charm's going to happen. Yeah. There's a point, again, we're not putting out enough damage. If Karuk dies, it's pretty much game over. The entire team will fold. And you see the healing right off the bat there. Leah goes down in this one. Should be able to get this one down, though. There's the healing. They're all over Grizel, and sometimes it doesn't let you pause. Let me try back to the other swap. And this will probably be the last four. We might be able to get this one down. Nope, even Tybor. Our nice looking teddy bear right here comes to our Badger. Yeah, see, look, even. Again, with everyone up, it's not getting, we're not getting close. What floor did we make it to? Let me see. Because I know if we had the commander, that would help. Floor 40, so I'm pretty happy with the progression. I'm going to let it run. This is it, guys. This is going to be our last floor. Again, damage-wise, crit-wise, you can see crits are just going off like crazy. Even there, if we can get Grizel to ult for Leah. Don't know if we're going to be able to take down Tybor. Got him down. Karuk is down, but could we get the rest of the team down? Think there's going to be too much healing here. Yeah, look at the immunity. All right, guys, 40 floors. I am happy with that. Let's go ahead and give up. There we go. Not too bad. 374 again. Very, very dependent on the heroes we have, but we did get some more points. We're at 4 million already. We still have, again, 15 more days to do this. But guys, it's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.